Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some pre-1961 Apba Bats Leagues games, and we got the Brooklyn Dodgers traveling to Cincinnati here on April 25th. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Leading off, playing second base, Jackie Robinson. Batting second, playing left field, Carl Farello. Batting third, playing center field, Duke Snyder. Batting fourth, playing first base, Gil Hodges. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Roy Campanella. Batting sixth, playing right field, Zach Wheat. Batting seventh, playing third base, Joe Strip. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Ivy Olson. And on the mound, doing the pitching for the Brooklyn Dodgers is
CADORE.
Leon CADORE. Let's take a look here at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup. I know I screwed this up, so we're going to have to go back. And that ain't what I wanted to do. Let's see here, because it should be Roush leading off. There we go. And Roush will play center field. There we go. Now we got it, folks. So Ed Roush will be leading off, playing center field for the Reds. Batting second, playing third, Eddie Casco. Batting third, playing first base, Ted Kluwiski. Batting fourth, playing right field, Wally Post. Batting fifth, playing left field, Frank Robinson. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Ed Bailey. Batting seventh, playing second base, is Lonnie Fry. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Roy McMillan. And batting ninth on the mound is Noodles HAHN. Let's get down here to the field and get this game started. And Jackie Robinson will lead off here for the Dodgers. Only batting a .194, 1 homer and 5 RBIs, going up against Noodle HAHN. This is his second game. He's 1-0 with a 5 ERA. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down to McMillan at short. Fires over the first for out number 1. And Ferrero's up now. Carl's batting .222 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks, just like that. It is 1-0 Brooklyn. And here comes the Duke. Snyder, he's down batting .88 with a homer and 5 RBIs. And that's a ground ball down to Ted at first. He'll take it himself, step on the bag for out number 2. Now it brings up Gil Hodges. And Gil's batting .278. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Fry at second. He tosses it over to Ted. Now to end the inning. But Carl hits that homer. And the Dodgers won. Cincinnati coming to bat. You got Roush, Casco, and Kluwiski due up here. Ed's batting .360. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. And CADORE is his second start. He's 0-1 with a 3 ERA. And that's going to be a base on balls. Ed walks on down to first. So the tying run's already on base. And that brings up Eddie Casco batting .174, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against a righty, 18. And that is going to be a nice play down there at second. Let's see what they get here. 35 on an 8 should be fielding column 1. And it is. He'll get the lead runner. And that'll be it. So that'll be a 4-6 put out. Still got a runner down at first now with 1 out for Big Clue. And Ted is batting 167 with 1 homer and 1 RBI. And that ball is ripped into right field. And that's going to be a double. Let's see if Casco can score from first here. In the right field. He doesn't have a very good arm. Wheat doesn't. So you got a 42. $29 or lower. So 29 is a 55. 55 or lower. He scored. And they nail him at the plate. Nice play by Zach Wheat out there. Double in the right field. And they get the runner out at home. Now there's 2 outs and a runner down at second. Zach Wheat throws him out, folks. Keeps this score 1-0. 2 outs now, and Wally post up with a runner down at second. Wally's batting a .185, 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, 19. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound, down the first. Hodges got it. He tosses over a little Cordell, and that'll end the inning. We get to the top of the second, 1-0 Brooklyn, thanks to a nice play by Zach Wheat. We got Campanella, Wheat, and Stripe due up here for the Dodgers. Roy's batting .304. He's got 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And it's going to be against a lefty. That'll make him a 20 on a 9. And that'll be a fly ball out to Ed in center field for out number 1. Zach Wheat just threw out. The runner trying to score. It's up now, batting .409, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Excuse me, for out number 2. Joe Stripes up now. Joe's batting .235, no homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to McMillan. 1, 2, 3 goes the Dodgers. To the bottom of the second we go. We got Frank Robinson, Bailey, and Fry due up here. Frank's batting .304, 2 homers and 3 RBIs as Ken Castro joins us. And that ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to travel, folks? And not far enough. That ball bounces off the top of the wall. Robinson didn't quite get enough of it. That G kept it in the park. Kept it in the park. And that'll be a double for Frank Robinson. So the Reds again got the tying run in scoring position. No outs this time. Ed Bailey's up. Only batting .091. Doing all right, Ken. Yeah, haven't been feeling good today at all. Not at all. And like I say, Ed's 1 for 11. No homers and no RBIs. And against the righty, it's going to make him an 11 on an 8. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And with Robinson's speed, let's see if they're going to try to score him. They've already had 1 runner thrown out at the plate. So that'll be a 55. He should score with no problem. Snyder does have a good arm out there. But with Robinson's speed, he'll score with no throw. So that's an RBI single for Bailey. See if Bailey can get off the snide here and start hitting. So now it's tied up at 1 apiece. And you got Fry up now with the runner down at first. And the score knotted up at 1 apiece. Fry's batting .200. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 24-10. And another base hit. That's a base hit in the center field. Bailey, I don't know if he'll make it down the third or not. Let's see here. Not much speed from old Bailey. 24 or lower. Let's see here. He's going to stop at second here with nobody out. So that's a single in the center. Bailey stops at second. Still nobody out for McMillan here. The Reds are making some noise in this second inning. Already tied this game up. McMillan's batting .304. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a foul ball behind home plate. Campy takes the mask off, makes the catch for an all important first out here. And Noodles HAHN's up now. He's going to try to bunt these guys over. He's 0 for 3 this year. He does have an 1 RBI. See if he can bunt both of them over. 36-33. And that's going to be strike one on him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a 23. And that'll be down at back to the mound on a 24. 24 and a 1. That's fielding column 2. And that's going to be an E1. And everybody's going to be safe as Cordell makes the error. And the bases are now juiced for Ed Roush. Let's see if Ed can bust this game open for the Big Red Machine here. And Ed walked his first time up. Here's the pitch. And that's not going to be a walk. That's going to be against the righty. 19. And that's going to be a triple in left field. And that's going to clear the bases. Brown-eyed handsome man just cleared the bases and made it a 4-1 ball game. Ed Roush puts on the Jets there, folks. Now you got a runner down at third and still only 1 out. The Dodgers are going to bring the infield in, already down by 3. Just like that, a 1-0 lead has evaporated in a heartbeat. And Eddie Casco's up now. He reached on a fielder's choice. And infield in. That's going to be a ground ball down the first. He'll look the runner back, touch the bag, and I didn't hold the runner, and I'm going to have to redo that. Go back here because I forgot to hold the runner. Forgot to hold the runner. I hear you, man. And nothing wrong with that, Ken, buddy. Yep. And that brings up Ted Kozlowski. He doubled his first time up. 2 outs now, and Ed down at third. Reds up 4-1. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Matter of fact, that's going to be a pop-up down the third. And that'll win the inning. But the Reds score 4, 3 of them on the Ed Roush triple, and take a 4-1 lead as we go to the top of the third. As Clinton Parks joins us now. And we got Olsen due up here, followed by Leon, and back to the top of the order, and Jackie Robinson. Olsen is batting .250 on the year. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the post in right field for out number 1. CADORE is up now. And Leon is 0 for 2 on the season. And that's going to be against the lefty. It's going to be a 13 on a 9. And that's going to be an infield hit as Ed down at third slow roller. He decides to keep it in his pocket, doesn't throw over. So there you go. We don't need no stinking DH. 1 out now, runner down at first for Frank Robinson. And I mean Jackie Robinson. We'll get the Robinsons right. And Jackie grounded out the shortest first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first, and they're not going to be holding Leon on. So that'll be a see, that's going to be a double play. A 36. Ted's only a 3 down there. Might not be a double play. That'll be fielding column 2. And that will be the old 1-6-3 double play. I mean 3-6-3 double play. And that'll end the innings. Jackie hits into the double play. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. We got Toast, Robinson, and Bailey due up here for the Reds. Wally grounded out to first his first time up. And that's going to be a pop up down the 2nd. And Jackie Robinson makes the catch in the infield for out number 1. Here comes the other Robinson, Frank Robinson now. He doubled and came around to score his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Frank trots on down the first with 1 out. And Bailey up now. And Bailey is 1 for 1. He had an RBI single his first time up. See if Ed can keep it up here. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out for out number 2. And Lonnie Fry is up now. And Fry is 1 for 1. He singled and came around the score. And that's going to be more than a single, hopefully. He squares this one up. And that ball is hit into the gap. Well, no, that's actually hit down the first baseline. And again, Wheat doesn't have a good arm, but he's thrown out 1 runner today. Can he throw Robinson out here trying to score with 2 outs? It'll be a 52. That's a 28 plus an 18. There won't even be a throw home, so that'll be an RBI double. And it is now 5-1 Reds. McMillan up now with a runner down at second. As you can see, the Reds' schedule, they will leave home and go on the road to play the Braves in Milwaukee and then head back home and play the Cubbies. And here's Mac up now. He's 0 for 1, popped up the second his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. The Duke of Flatbush has got that for out number 3. Out of inning, but the RBI double by Fry makes it 5-1. We go to the top of the 4th. We got Ferrero, Snyder, and Hodges due up here. Carl homered his first time up to give the Dodgers that 1-0 lead. And that's going to be a fly ball. Robinson's got room out there this time. Makes the catch. And up to the plate steps old Duke. The Duke of Earl. He grounded out the first his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 25. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Eddie's up with it, fires across the diamond and get Duke for out number 2. Now Gil Hodges is up. And Hodges is 0 for 1. He grounded out the second first time up. That's going to be a lazy fly ball to center. 1, 2, 3 goes the Dodgers. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Bottom part of the order due up. HAHN. Then they'll be back to the top with Roush and Casco and Noodles. He reached on there and came around to score his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out. Out number 1. And back now to the top of the order. Ed Roush had that 3 RBI triple. He is 1 for 1 and walked. And that'll be the first time they get him out today. That's a ground ball back to the mound. Over to Hodges at first for out number 2. Casco up now. And Eddie is 0 for 2. Reached on the fielder's choice, grounded out to first. And that'll be a base on ball. It's a 2-out walk. See if the Reds can make them pay. Here comes Big Clue up now. Can he make them pay for that walk? He has doubled and popped up to third. And that's going to be a swing and a miss to end the inning. And to the top of the 5th we go. Campanera, Wheat, and Stripe. And Roy flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball this time out the right field. Post camps under it for out number 1. And Zach Wheat's up now. And Wheat flew out the left field his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a fly ball out to right field. Post has got that one for out number 2. And Stripe up now. Joe grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. 16. That's going to be an infield hit for Joe. Nice piece of hitting. A little Baltimore chop gets him on base with 2 outs. And Olsen up now. And Olsen flew out to right his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. 16. And that's going to be another infield hit. And all of a sudden, Noodles is getting nickeled and dimed here, folks. 2 infield hits. They're not hitting it hard, but they're hitting it in perfect spots. So now you got first and second. And Leo's up. He's already singled in this game. Can he do it again, folks? And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. The Dodgers leave 2. To the bottom of the 5th we go. We got Post, Robinson, and Bailey due up here, with the Reds with a 5-1 lead. Wally is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Post gets down to first. Nobody out. Brings up Frank Robinson now. And Robinson is 1 for 1. He's walked and doubled. Came around to score both times. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Duke in center for out number 1. Here's Ed Bailey up now. Bailey, he's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Struck out his last time. And that's going to be maybe a pass ball or a wild pitch. Nope, that's going to be a rare play. 16 on a 36 with a runner at first. 16 and a 36. 28. Team. Let's see here. 8, 11, 14, 19, 28, 34. Yeah, there's fielding column 1. 28. Long fly ball in the center field. And that'll be out number 2. So now there's 2 out. Post still down at first. And Fry is up now. He is having a great game. He is 2 for 2, a double, an RBI, and came around to score. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Wheat in right field, and that'll end the inning. The Red Strand runs. Tim D joins us here. To the top of the 6th we go, and the top of the order due up here. Dodgers need to get something going. Got Robinson, Ferrero, and Snyder. Jackie's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, the short and the first. And that's going to be against the right lefty. 18. That's going to be a fly ball. And the center field, Ed's got it for out number 1. And here's Carl. Ferrero's up to bat now. He's 1 for 2 with that solo homer back in the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the fry. 2 up and 2 down. It's up to Duke to keep this inning alive here for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2, grounded out the first and third. And that's going to be another ground ball, this one down the third. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Noodles. To the 6th we go. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the big red machine. McMillan, Noodles, and then back to the top of the order and Roush. And Roy is 0 for 2. He's popped up to the catcher and flew out the center. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. And Holson's got it for out number 1. As Legend Sports Universe joins us here. And that'll bring up Noodles now. Noodles is 0 for 2. He did reach on an air and come around the score. Struck out his other time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to his counterpart at the mound. And that'll be out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the 6th. Here's the man, Ed Roush, with that 3 RBI triple. 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's the pitch to Ed. And that's going to be another base on balls. So Ed trots on down the first. And here's Eddie. We go from an Ed to an Eddie. Casco up now. 2 outs. And he's 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice, walked, and grounded out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning. The Reds leave 1. To the 7th inning we go. We got Hodges, Campy, and Wheat due up here against Noodles. Hodges is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a base on balls. Not what you want to see if you're a Reds fan walking, guys. With a 4-run lead. A runner down at first now for Campy. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and right. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And they'll get the lead runner, Hodges, on a 4-6 put out. And Aaron Reed joins us here. And that brings up Zach Wheat now with Campy down at first and 1 out. Zach's 0 for 2. He's flown out to the corners left and right. And not this time. He squares this one up. Zach Wheat. And that ball is driven into the gap driven down the first baseline. And see if Campy's going to try to score here. Post has got a good arm out there, and Campy doesn't have much speed. He's going to stay down there at third on the double to right. So now you got second and third. This run doesn't really mean nothing. Don't want to get thrown out at home. And the Reds with a 4-run lead will play back with 1 out. And Joe Stripe, he's 1 for 2. He has grounded out the short and singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 32 on an 8. That'll be fielding column 1. And only play Fry will have will be over to first base, so a run will score. And we got a runner down at third and 2 outs, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Straight gets an RBI. Olsen keep this inning alive. He singled his last time up and flew out the right in the third. And that's going to be a infield fly. And Big Clue calls for it out in shallow left field and makes the catch for out number 3. Dodgers get 1, make it a 3-run game as we go to the 7th inning stretch. Dodgers Dodgers 2, Reds 5. We got Big Clue Post and Robinson due up here. Ted is 1 for 3 with a double. Popped up the third and struck out. And they're going to try to get Leon through this inning. He's due to lead off the top of the 8th. And that's going to be against the righty. Make him a 15, and that's going to be an infield hit. Big Clue showing some speed here today. So a leadoff single, and that'll get the bullpen up in a hurry here. I might do a double switch. Bring Pee Wee Reese in to play short. So runner gets in the scoring position here. Wally Post is up now. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out, popped up, and walked. And that's going to be a pop-up near the dugout. Campy takes the mask off, makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Frank Robinson now. And Frank's 1 for 2. He's walked and doubled and flew out the centers last time up. And against the righty, 20. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field for out number 2. So it's going to be up to Ed Bailey to do something to cut down at first with 2 outs. And Bailey's 1 for 3. He's got an RBI single, struck out and flown out the center. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And Leon's got it. Fires over to Gil Hodges, and that'll end the inning. The Red Strand 1. To the top of the 8th we go. We'll have a pitch hitter, and then back to the top of the order, and Robinson and Ferraro. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. Got most of the righties in the lineup. And it looks like Pee Wee Reese is going to come off the bench here and pitch hit. Try to get some runners on, down by 3. There's Pee Wee. And Pee Wee's only batting $130 on the year. No homers and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Reese. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ed in center field. 1 up and 1 down. Back to the top of the order we go now, and Jackie Robinson. And Robinson's 0 for 3. He's grounded out to short, first, and flown out to center. And that's going to be a fly ball. This one out the post. 2 quick outs here in the 8th. The Dodgers need some runs. This man's delivered today. He's got a solo homer back in the first. It gave the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. He's flown out the left and grounded out the second since then. And that's going to be another fly ball. This one out to Robinson. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the 8th we go. See who's going to come out of the bullpen here. Got the lefty, righty, lefty. And Newcomb might come out of the pen here. Don Newcomb. Let's see here. When was the last time these guys pitched? Newcomb's there. How about Padres? So it's going to be Newcomb. Don Newcomb's going to come out of the pen. And this is Newcomb's 3rd appearance. He has 1 save on the year with a 9 ERA. He'll have the bottom part of the order to deal with here in the 8th. Fry, McMillan, and Noodles. Fry is 2 for 3. He's got an RBI, And he's got a double. He's flown out the right as I was tying up. And that's going to be another fly ball out the right. And that'll be out number 1. And that'll bring up McMillan now. Roy is 0 for 3. He's popped up the catcher, popped up the short, and flown out the center. And that's going to be a ground fly ball out the right. Wheat's got that one. 2 up and 2 down. And Noodles is going to stay in the game. They're going to let him bat. See if he can go the distance here. He's 0 for 3. Reached on an error and scored, struck out, and grounded out to the mound. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Hodges. He calls off Newcomb, takes it himself. And that'll end the inning. To the top of the 9th we go. Dodgers trailing by 3. Noodles get the complete game here. He's going to have to face Snyder, Hodges, and Campy. And the Duke is 0 for 3. He's grounded out to third twice and the first. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that'll get the Reds bullpen up now. Hodges is up. He's down at first. Trailing by 3. Still need 2 more base runners. 1 more base runner, rather. Hodges is 0 for 2. He is grounded out, flown out, and walked. And that's just what the doctor ordered if you're a Reds fan. That ball is hit sharply down the short. Taylor made double play. 6-4-3. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Campy. And Roy is 0 for 3. He has flown out the center right and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to be it. Against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball into left field. Robinson waits under it patiently, makes the catch, and that's your ball game, folks. Reds beat the Dodgers 5-2. Take a look now here at the box score. And the Reds 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Dodgers 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. Nobody really spectacular except for Ferreira with that homer in the first inning. Dodgers were only 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Only left 3 men on bases. Noodles handled them easily. You had Fry was 2 for 4. And you had Ed Roush with that big 3-run triple. And the Big Red Machine was 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on base. Leon goes to 0-2, pitches 7 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them earned. Walked 5, struck out 4. Of course, the error was his own doing. Newcomb comes in, pitches 1 inning. And Noodles HAHN goes the distance, picks up his 2nd win of the year. He goes 9 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 1. Did give up that homer. Yeah, this one belongs to the Reds, is right. Take a look here at the standings and leaderboards after this game on the 25th. And in the National League, you got the Pirates and Braves tied up. And the Reds, Giants, Cubs, Cardinals all a half a game back. Dodgers are now a game back along with the Phillies. And Paul Warner's leading the National League with a 4.09 average. Aaron's leading with 4 homers and 13 RBIs in the National League. Still, you got pitchers with no ERA leading the league. Actually, now not in the National League. They actually got some ERAs now. Bucky Waters has got an 0.59 ERA. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitchers tied with 2 wins, 2 pitchers tied with 2 saves. And Ed Delante for Ken's Phillies is right now leading in MVP voting. And Vance for the Dodgers is still leading in the most outstanding pitcher award. Let's see what the next game will be up here in the Bats League. It'll be an American League game. Oh, thank you, Tim D. Let's see here, going back on the 24th. See what American League game we got. And it looks like it's going to be the Boston Red Sox traveling to Kansas City to take on the Athletics. Let's see how many game series this is. 1, 2. Just a 2-game series. So that'll be the next Bats game. And let's see what the next 1978 game will be. Back this up before I leave. Always like to back it up. Save it before I leave. So it looks like it's going to be the Braves against the Astros. Dick Ruthen against Bannister. Be the next 1978 game. I want to thank Tim D, Aaron Reed, Legend Sports Universe, Ken Castro, and Clinton Parks for joining us here this afternoon. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Cincinnati, Ohio, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care. Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting game too, Tim D.